Hello everyone and welcome back to Master Detective Archives Raincode. I am perpetually impressed by the fact that I managed to get that title down pretty cleanly in these intros. What can I say? I'm just that good. Okay, anyway, that aside. In the last episode, we finally formally met our ghosty friend, Shinigami, over there. And, everyone's dead. Literally, all 5 people are dead. What are they? Yeah, maybe I'm on some hard copium right now, but I don't know. A part of me just doesn't fully buy it. I don't know. And I will say, right out of the gate, one of the things that is convincing me of that is Shinigami herself. And I want to get this out right away. I'm kind of concerned about Shinigami. And I don't mean in like a, oh, whoa, what's she up to kind of way. I mean in a, I kind of feel like she's gonna suck kind of way. Clearly she's supposed to be like a Monokuma-esque character, right? Someone who's really peppy, perpetually so, kind of like, I guess you could say dark humor. You know, she laughs at all these people dying, and it's like, okay, yeah, sure, makes sense, death god and all, but it really, doesn't work. Doesn't work with the tone of everything else, you know? Writing a Monokuma character to work is really hard. Like, it isn't just, oh, they've got to be charming. I mean, it is, but making them charming is very difficult. And, I mean, Danganronpa itself is pretty evidently guilty of failing to understand that. I mean, fandom-wide, you know, not necessarily my opinion, but fandom-wide, aside from Monokuma, people don't like the Kumas. Usami, people don't really like. Kurakuma, people don't like. The Monokubs, people fucking hate. Arguably, I guess, like Shirakuma, some people like, you know, Shirakuma's kind of cool. And then you have the plot twist of, oh, Junko, and then it's like, oh, well, this wasn't even a character then, so, cool. So, you know, that kind of sucks. Like, Monokuma's the only one who sticks the landing. And even then, most people are like, V3 Monokuma kind of sucked. So it's like, and they fulfill different roles, right? Monokuma actively worked against you. Shinigami is actively working with you. And I think that's part of how it works. Obviously, you know, within that, Usami's not the same. She's kind of like, well, she doesn't really work because she doesn't do anything. She kind of just, like, bumbles around the whole time. And, like, the Monokubs are also in that kind of weird, they're just bumbling around. I think that's the point, but at the same time, you know, they are still just bumbling around the whole time. Point is, Shinigami's kind of ruining the tone, and I have the sneaking suspicion we're not going to get a sudden heel change with her. She's going to be this weird, wisecracking, kind of horny character throughout the whole thing, right? As I said last time, Tama, the Somnium Files, I'm kind of getting Tama vibes. Granted, I actually really liked Tama, and part of that was that she didn't wisecrack. She actually did work with the tone very well. Arguably better than Aiba does. Which is partially because Tama's less robotic than Aiba, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Whatever, anyway. Also, okay, I got to the bottom of the, you know what I discussed last episode of how I got one guide? Well, it turns out, YouTube's just at it again, and it's eaten up it's eaten up the comments, because I got a comment last time that I can see, but isn't on the video. Which, I mean, hey, maybe it is just the case that two different people decided to delete their comments, but I have a funny feeling that's not the case. But as correctly pointed out in the comments, Yeah, it would have been really unfortunate for us to discover all these dead bodies, considering that today is Aphex Logan's birthday. Something that I even pointed out, right, in episode 1, but I completely forgot about. Yeah, that's rough, buddy. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Or am I? Because are you really dead? I don't know. Anyway, I did actually, you know, I had a quick look through all their profiles again. I don't think it really added anything other than where they died. But I did look through them all. Something else that I kind of like, I was kind of thinking about. We haven't actually seen Goldmine do her talent-y, skilly thingy. Granted, we haven't seen Zilch do his either, but we haven't seen Melanie do hers, and I feel like hers is appropriate for right now. So, there's something else that's kind of like pushing me towards, I feel like she's not dead, kind of thing, you know what I mean? I don't know. Again, maybe I'm just huffing some mad copium, but I don't know. Also, you know what? Last thing before we start, these next few episodes are going to be like batch recorded. I think the next 4 parts will be batch recorded. Maybe even more than that, actually. No. I think it'll be 4 parts, but there's quite a few. So sorry, you know, if you've got more comments about how annoying I am, oops, I'm not going to be able to do anything about that. But, you know, again, I am just an annoying person, so, you know, can't really solve that one. But yeah, I mean, if you've got anything to tell me, probably won't be able to integrate it. Depends on how slow I'm going, I guess. I won't bring it. Hey, I mean, in that, like, 5th episode, I'll be able to bring it up if anyone has anything to say. We'll see. I'm also really interested to see if I'm going to continue to get one guide in either the comments or just do the likes and dislikes. Because I know they're back. I know they're still here. It's weird. Let it go, man. Let it go and move on. I mean, take the advice from Nayuta Sudmati. Anyway, that aside, sorry, look, I can't let it go. I just think it's really funny. Anyway, control room.
It says main control room B.
Right, because we're the main control room, the backup one's operating, which means that the main control rooms are down, right?
It's no use, it won't open. There's a driver's seat in there, but I don't see anyone. The autonomous driving device is there, but not on.
Hey, Master, maybe someone's hiding in there. Any way you can bust it open?
I mean, if we can't get in, I have a feeling someone else can't get in, but, you know.
I don't think so. The door looks too sturdy. Also, I don't think it's possible for someone to be hiding in there. Aphex and Poochie both said that there were only 6 people on the train.
Yeah-huh.
So, including me, there can only be 6 of us here.
Which immediately poses a bit of a problem, huh?
I see. Oh, why are there 2 control rooms in a single train car?
They probably have control rooms so it can go in either direction.
That tends to be how it goes, yeah.
This is the last car for where we're heading, but it'll be the front car on the way back.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, there is a control room in the front train car too.
You gonna point me to investigate there? I have a feeling yes.
It won't open. But this is the last train car. There's nowhere else to go from here.
Or is there? As far as we're concerned, no, there is not. Okay, so remember that this is open. Yeah, so seems more likely that he died in here. And I guess ran out. But, like, the whole carriage is fucked, so yeah, like, what was he doing in here? 'Cause this is an infirmary, right?
Huh? What's this?
What is it? Did you find something?
The interior lock is open right now, but there's something odd about the latch. Look, there appears to be blood on it.
Interesting. I haven't seen blood anywhere else.
Oh, you're right.
Let me try to slide it.
That's a lot of blood, actually.
That's a blood stain, all right. But why is blood there?
It seems the blood got on there while the door was locked.
That's evidence of something for sure. No harm keeping it in mind. Sure hope you got all that down.
Well, I mean, that's something. That looks like a Danganronpa bloodstain if I've ever seen one. But okay, so that implies that at least two people were in here. And someone was attacked in some fashion. Maybe that's the stab wound, but like, I don't know how like a stab wound would get on there. What the fuck is happening outside that window? Not much, it just looks kind of weird from in here. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I guess it's just like a hills and stuff, but I don't know. It's kind of wacky. There are medical devices here, just like in Car 1.
Hey!
This train is unmanned, right? If there's no one on the train who knows how to use this sort of device, why even have one?
I don't know, man. For the sake of automation? Hey, there's a fire extinguisher here.
Maybe someone noticed the fire and tried to put it out?
No, I wonder. Or maybe this was a murder weapon!
This is...
There's an AED set up in the infirmary, but there's no sign it was used.
No point in using it on someone who already burnt to a crisp.
Yes, so true, Shinigami.
This is...
The bed in the infirmary is burnt and flipped on its side. Why is only this bed turned over like this?
Maybe it's to hide evidence of some kind. Yeah, just a hunch.
You know what I will give this game, though? I'm a big fan of the fact that the characters are... Is that something? No, it's just a burn mark. The characters are actually intelligent. They're already making, like, good deductions, and I appreciate that, you know? Ace Attorney is very guilty of this sometimes. You know, when there's a very obvious thing, the characters are like, huh, but what does this mean? And obviously it's so that you can figure it out. But it still makes some of the characters look really dumb. But I appreciate that the characters in this game so far have been pretty good at just, you know, coming out and saying things. There've been plenty of times so far where Yuma's
The restroom is in terrible shape.
said something
The
that
mirror
I've
is
thought,
cracked and covered in soot.
or said something as soon as I finished saying something, you know? And I appreciate that. That's good.
There's no one inside.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not really like a deal breaker for me or anything, but it can be kind of annoying sometimes, at least when it's super obvious. I'm glad that the fucking pro detectives here aren't overlooking stuff. Yeah, kind of weird that literally everything in here is burnt. In this car anyway. Like, what's up with that? How has that even happened? Is there really nothing to look at in here either? Shit, okay.
Huh? That's weird. This area seems more burnt somehow.
Maybe there was something flammable in there. See? Look there! There are traces of something that got burned.
Is that some sort of plate displaying the train car number? But why is this the only one completely burnt? It doesn't seem particularly flammable.
Presumably to obscure what train car this actually is. I couldn't help but notice that this is basically just train car 1, right? The one where Yuma was supposed to be. Mysterious.
It says main control room A. It's no use. It won't open. There's a driver's seat in there, but I don't see anyone. The autonomous driving device is there, but not on.
choosing the Amaterasu Express Direct to Kanai Ward.
Thanks. It was a miserable trip.
We are approaching Kanai Ward. Please mind your belongings.
Yeah, what's that on the floor there? Is that just like glass? Which is also kind of weird, because it's like somehow the train cars were swapped or something.
Master, we're almost at the station! You have to catch the culprit!
You know, because Yuma bashed the window in with the fire hydrant.
Catch who? Everyone besides me is dead.
And like that also would make a little, I guess, a bit of sense if this was like the one we started in, because you know the body here, as we were saying, last episode, this one we assume is Aphex and Zilch, both burnt beyond recognition, especially compared to the others who we could basically immediately recognize. Both of whom have a stab wound in the left side of their chest. You know, I mean, I don't know how that would work. How the train carts were suddenly reversed, but, you know.
Are you sure it's everyone? Calm down and count again.
Zilch in car 1. Melanie in car 2. Poochie in car 3. Zange in car 4. And Aphex in car 5. See? That's 5. Everyone besides me is dead.
That makes you the only possible killer, Master. Did you do it?
Oh, I don't know, Shinigami, did I?
No, that's not possible. But I can't say for certain. I lost my memories, and now I'm seeing a death god. There's something wrong with me.
True.
Death gods are said to reap human souls. Maybe because I'm being haunted by one.
I accidentally killed them all.
Maybe subconsciously,
We are approaching Kanai Ward. Please watch your step while exiting the train.
Finished. Sweet. No, I mean, not sweet. They're terrible, but... Awkwardly long loading screen that I'm now suddenly talking through, so I can't really cut it because now it's just going to be awkward.
We've arrived! What's it gonna be, huh? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Huh? What?
This looks bad! Step out of it! Run!
Run? But...
Yeah, this is bad. Was it just dudes waiting
Master,
for us, I
those
guess?
guys from before are still on the platform. Run to the front train car.
Why is this happening to me?
Ah, they're coming in. We gotta go. I wonder if Master can even make snap judgments.
They're a quick time event. Oh god, okay, I hope this slight delay from the capture card isn't gonna fuck me here. You might find yourself in a pinch during the course of detective work. Follow the on-screen instructions to get out of these tricky
Master
situations.
doesn't make mistakes.
But there's a time limit for inputs,
Right.
so be
Right?
careful. I will. I'll try anyway. Damn, that guy sucked.
Who are these people? The police?
I think I saw like a Amaterasu thing on their arm.
They're not your friends, that much is for sure. Considering the state of the crime scene, they're totally gonna pin it on you.
But...
I mean, fair enough, right?
Oh!
Yeah, get hosed, guys! Ah! Run!
They're gonna arrest you! Run!
These guys are absolute oafs. Ooh. Okay, well that guy wasn't. That guy was actually pretty good. Wasn't it just in car 4? I think it's car 1. Is this true? Are we looping or something? Are we looping? I mean, we got off the train, apparently. Very mysterious. Alright, come on.
Looks like you're done for.
It's fine, I've played Somnium Files.
Please, listen to me. I can explain.
I know we can get out of this. Just whip out a porno mag.
What's there to talk about? You're a master detective of the WDO, aren't ya? The name's Swank Katsunel. I'm with the Amaterasu Corporation's Peacekeepers.
Swank! I mean, I know he's evil, because he's in the trailers with, like, the Mind Palace thing, right? But, like, Jesus. How could you design a more obviously evil-looking man?
Amaterasu Corporation.
On the back of his head. Gee, what a character design.
Don't act like you don't know. You're a WDO detective for crying out loud.
Puffing out a $ from his cigar. I love the fucking portrait work in this game. It's so good.
Or are you some sort of imposter?
Look, man, there's an imposter among us, but I don't know who it is.
No, I'm not. I think.
Interesting that you'd bring that up, though, sir.
You think? Well, I don't care either way. What's about to happen has already been decided.
Which is?
The Peacekeepers are the defenders of law and executioners in Kanai Ward. The unjust wander into my space.
You know, it's very, very interesting that you haven't even conducted an investigation and you just kind of know what's going on. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
They will be eliminated.
That's it. Great portrait work. Love it.
Eliminated?
Fucking... I mean, Swank sure is a name, but...
Hey, isn't Kanai Ward under the complete control of Amaterasu?
Yeah.
Meaning, these people are like the police here.
Did you see them, though? They are just about as bumbling as the average faceless dudes in the Somnium Files games. They are no threat.
Police? But it's just some company security department.
And they're really bad at their jobs. I mean, I just, like, parkour to, like, pass them on a wall. Me! And I'm a loser.
Hey! Who are you talking to?
No one. Just myself.
You're the only one who can see me, thanks to our contract, Master. It's a bit cliche at this point, huh?
Oh, so true, Genocide Jack.
Don't
so
laugh! Help me!
I'll ask again. Who do you think you're talking to, huh? Talk about suspicious.
Ah, well, okay, fire. You got me there.
I'm sorry!
Tell me how you're gonna explain this situation. We prepared that trip to welcome you all here, but an internal fight sprawling into a bloodbath was unexpected.
Well, I mean, there wasn't really that much blood involved, but, you know.
It's not what it looks like! There's a perfectly logical explanation behind this.
You're the culprit.
Huh?
I don't know, man. After the Brain Blast trailers, I think you might be, in some capacity.
Well, that was direct. Master, try your best to beat him.
No, I really don't know anything. Everyone was killed while I was asleep.
I don't think so. While the other detectives were asleep, you killed them. As proof, there's the coffee and wine.
What the?
I told you she spiked the coffee.
We found coffee and wine in the dining car. When we checked the second car earlier, I had a subordinate drinking. You can see what happened. Looks like some sort of knockout drug was mixed into it.
I can't believe I called that shit. I mean, in retrospect, it should have been pretty obvious, because we've got it on Zanga's phone, but...
Drug?
Yeah, are they really all dead? Did they really pull, like, a bait and switch on me here? I mean, hey, it worked. I didn't see it coming, but... I don't know. I was still... Well, no, I feel like at this point I can't really doubt it. It's just that... I'm not gonna lie, the tone wasn't really there. The fact that, like, immediately Shinigami kind of ruined the tension. It's kind of just running through the carts. And, like, I didn't feel anything. Despite the fact that, you know, I liked the characters enough. You know, enough to have a reaction, but I didn't react at all because it was like, oh, yeah. I mean, she's not taking it seriously, so I won't. You know, kind of thing. Like, I had a reaction to Zilch, and yeah, it was all downhill from there.
Which means you drugged the other detectives and killed them while they were passed out.
Wow. He may just be a lowly grunt, but he knows his stuff. He could be trouble.
Could be.
Why do you sound so impressed?
So did you figure out the cause of death?
Yes, they all burned to death.
Huh? All of them?
How cruel of you to kill them like that.
And yet we saw blood on the card. Interesting, interesting, interesting.
What's your end game in this? Is it money or is it money?
If it's money, then hand over everything you swiped. I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
You don't say, Mr. Puffing money symbols from around the world out of your cigar.
He just wants money! That's no fair!
I'm not the culprit.
Yes, you are! You're the culprit!
No, I'm not the perpetrator. But do I know that for sure? In this situation, who else besides me could have done it?
I don't know, Shinigami's right there. But also the fact that you got drugged, probably a little bit suspicious. Especially on Mellamy's part, considering that she's the only one who made it.
There were without a doubt only 6 people on the train, and 5 of them were killed.
Or were they?
So the only possibility is...
Just admit it! I know you're the culprit!
What am I supposed to do?
Admit it now! You're guilty!
Am I the killer?
Yeah, come on. Come on, kid. Don't worry. We're about to have our no, you're not moment. But...
Come on, confess!
Maybe it's better if I confess for now. It could be better to get through this now and get some time to think about it.
Why confess if you didn't do it? Master, you're an idiot! Don't boom kill you!
You know, fair enough, Shinigami. That one deserves a little punch in the head.
Huh? You heard me? I didn't say it out loud.
There you go again, talking to yourself. Must be crazy or something.
I hear your thoughts too. I told you we share the same mind and body.
I mean, you do have funky text color, so it kind of seems like you're just thinking and not saying things out loud, Shinigami.
Anyway,
You know.
never mind that. Why are you giving up already?
Well, there's nothing I can do.
Wrong. The mystery solving has just begun. Why did you make a contract with me to begin with?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean?
Shut up! Stop talking to yourself, you unstable psycho! Hey, bring him down, men! Confiscate anything of value he has while you're at it.
Oh! Stop with all that pitiful moaning! I'll show you exactly what I'm made of right now! Come on, Master! Let your mind and body ready!
Oh, I'm ready. Sorry. Now let's go. Sailor Moon transformation, though. Yeah, that's the person I've seen.
What is this? What's happening?
Sweet. Yeah, you got a pretty cool power there, Death God. No, I was gonna say something. No. I was gonna say pretty nice something else, but no. Calm yourself, me. I do like the design, though. She looks pretty cool.
What's this? What's going on? Ah! Who are you?
What do you mean? I've been with you the entire time!
Couldn't help but include the squidgy sound effect.
Shinigami?
Oh, right! Guess you can't tell because I'm not Puffy anymore. I can only access the Mystery Labyrinth if I'm at full power, so I had to change forms. But some parts of me are still nice and puffy. It's true. Want a touch?
Okay.
Yeah, I told you she was horny. I knew it.
What's going on? It's like time has stopped. And what's that hole?
Don't say that to
hole
her.
is connected to the Mystery Labyrinth.
Mystery Labyrinth?
So I'm just as bad as she is.
Come on, let's go!
Wait, you have to tell me. What's a Mystery Labyrinth?
Save the deeds for later, kid! Down the rabbit hole we go!
Yeah, pretty cool aesthetic, you know, I gotta say. The game looks great, you know? And you know what? I'll say it, you know? Just, you know what I was saying about Shinigami earlier, kind of ruining the tone? I think I'm gonna like her in isolation, right? Like, I think she's gonna be fine. If not someone that I quite enjoy. But, like, she sure does conflict with the tone a little too much. At least right now, you know? Could be different in the future. Could be being the main point of contention there. Oh, sweet, we got our cape and a chain around our neck. Yeah, appropriate response.
Huh? Where am I?
What do you think of my awesome powers? This is what you obtained in exchange for your memories, Master.
Okay, you know, there was something that's like, I don't know, I need something a little more from Shinigami's model. Already got it from the portrait work down there. Just like, oh, that way too wide smile. Oh, that's great.
You did this, Shinigami? Is this why I made a pact with you?
Oh, Yuma, you don't get your cape in your portrait. Oh, that's tragic.
I don't understand any of this. Where are we?
Simply put, it's an alternate universe. It's got that kind of vibe, right?
It's got more than that kind of vibe, but sure.
Alternate universe.
You don't sound surprised. come on, it's awesome! You probably think it's cliched, huh? Well, this isn't any old alternate universe.
I don't know, cliche wasn't really where my mind was going. But, sure, you don't have to keep on saying it, Shinigami, you know? I had enough of that with Genocide Jack and Monokuma, you know? Saying, oh yeah, you might think this is cliche, but no, we're still doing it. Have confidence in your writing, Shinigami. Yeah, that's right, I'm gonna speak to you and not the actual writer. Writers.
Check this out! Ta-da! This is the Mystery Labyrinth. It's a maze that materializes mysteries from the real world.
Materializes mysteries?
Unsolved mysteries become lost to time, right? Well, here, they actually take shape as a mystery labyrinth. Now, this maze is the materialized form of the unsolved murders that took place on the Amaterasu Express.
This maze is the mystery?
I have the power to interact with this mystery labyrinth. And that's why we were able to come here in the first place. Anyway.
That's another good one right there. That smug looking down. That's good. That's good. I like that.
Master, we're gonna beat the Amaterasu Express Massacre Mystery Labyrinth.
Woo!
What happens when we beat it?
I don't know, we solved the mystery.
In every case, there's a hidden truth. And we have to find the truth deep inside this mystery labyrinth. So, if we beat this mystery labyrinth, the truth of that case will be revealed. Naturally, so will the true identity of the killer. Now, let's solve this thing.
Yeah, I think at this point I can't really be huffing copium anymore. I think they are all really dead. Well, except for probably Goldmine, but...
We'll discover the killer's identity too?
Although, see, that's kind of the thing where I'm like, I'm stumped, right? She's clearly the one who drugged us, obviously, 'cause she was the only one who touched the coffee. And we're gonna prove that with Zange's phone shit. But her body was also found. Which then leads us back to like, oh, it must be Aphex? But like, why would he be the killer if Melamie's the one who drugged us? You know? Weird.
You couldn't solve it in reality, so we're solving it in this alternate universe. They're two sides of the same coin. But whether or not you discover the truth depends on the person entering the labyrinth. The more complex the mystery is in the real world, the more complex the maze will be too.
Logically tracks, I guess.
Killers in real-world cases throw whatever obstacles they can at investigators, right?
Yeah, well... sometimes. Depends how savvy they are.
Those are also materialized into the maze, so this is gonna be a tough battle.
So, you're saying there are traps in there?
Yep. Looks like you're finally getting it. Now that I've explained it all, let's head into the dungeon.
Oh, sweet.
Hold on. I don't understand any of this.
I thought it was I thought it was a labyrinth, not a dungeon.
Seriously, you don't get it?
Ah, that's another good face right there. Captured it pretty well on the model as well.
A mystery labyrinth is a maze based on a real mystery. This one is formed from the murder on the Amaterasu Express.
Yep, you're right so far.
So, if there's always a hidden truth inside a mystery labyrinth, if we keep going, the Amaterasu Express case will be solved?
Well, we will solve it, yes.
Yup, you totally get it.
What? I don't get anything! This makes no logical sense!
Don't worry, mate. I can already tell you it's gonna get way batshit crazier in, like, maybe 20 hours?
Sheesh! This is why you're a benchwarmer detective. You're in an alternate universe and hung up on details.
I mean, that's kind of his job as a detective, no?
Of course I am!
Okay, I'll explain more about how it works as we explore the Mystery Labyrinth. If you have any more questions along the way, stare at my boobs for 8 seconds.
I mean, that is a very specific amount of time, I guess.
That'll make all your worries disappear.
Oh, no, that's what you mean. Okay.
No, it won't! Please, explain everything now.
Relax, relax. I'll tell you in due time. Come on, let's go. Time to unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Sorry, I forgot to mention the important keys. Whoopsie.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Only forgetting to mention important details. Don't worry about it. All is
Keys?
forgiven.
You mean for opening doors in the dungeon?
Yeah, something like that, but keys in the mystery labyrinth are used to break through mysteries. They're called solution keys, and they're essential to clear the mystery labyrinth.
So, where do I find them?
Solution keys are materialized clues for a case. Normally, you'd get them during the investigation. You kinda had to rush through the investigation this time around, so let's briefly review the case.
Okay. I think I've kinda got what's going on, but...
For starters, try to recall all that happened on board the Amaterasu Express.
Yeah, you know, only try and remember literally everything that's happened in the past, like, 2 hours. Plus more of your life, because, you know, you slept for like 2 hours.
The Amaterasu Express? The Amaterasu Express is the only method of transportation in Kanai Ward. It's an automated, unmanned train with 5 cars. Its doors won't open while in motion, and windows are fixed in place. There were no stops before our destination, so the train kept moving until it arrived at the station. A monitor in the backup control room displays the operation log, and there was no record of the train stopping.
Here's your solution key.
You throw them up? Okay. Sweet. I can't believe we've got a truth bullet. Yeah, so I'm thinking, right? There's clearly something that's happened with, like, the positioning of the train, right? Because I don't think there are 2 infirmaries. Which would suggest that at some point we, like, turned around, right? Which could also make sense in the control rooms were obviously turned off because the backup one was on. Hence why the lights went out that one time and then came back on. But, like, what's the point in that? How does that help? According to the log, the train did not stop once after departure.
So this is a solution key. But why did it come out of your mouth?
Are you gonna say don't question it?
What do you mean? So I don't have to use my hands. I worked really hard developing this method.
Okay, never mind.
You put thought into this?
Yeah, come on, Yuma. How can you say no to that face right there?
So that's how words and events you think are clues get transformed into solution keys. Let's keep reviewing what happened in this case.
Alright, I'll do my best. The incident occurred inside the Amaterasu Express while it was still moving. Including myself, there were 6 master detectives on board. Aphex and Poochie's abilities confirmed there were no other passengers on the train.
And who died first again?
It was Zilch in the first car's infirmary.
Well, we don't really know who died first, so much as we know who we came across first, which could also be a pretty important thing to figure out.
I noticed smoke pouring through the crack of the door, and looking through the window, I saw a knife stuck in Zilch's chest.
I don't think... We didn't see that knife again, did we? I don't think so.
The infirmary was on fire, so Smoke quickly filled the whole area. I hurried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge because it was locked.
Does that mean this was a locked room mystery?
Not really. There's a chance the killer had a duplicate key.
That's no fun.
Anyway, I broke the door's window and unlocked the door from the inside to enter the infirmary. By then, Zilch's corpse had burnt to a crisp.
Which happened real fast, might I add.
I wanted to alert the others, so I moved to the second car. But I found Melamie's corpse there. I think she was set on fire with the liquor in the dining car.
Ooh, a flambe! A human flambe.
That reminds me, something was off about car 2. Right before the train entered the tunnel, there was a strange shaking.
Isn't that from entering the tunnel? It's like air pressure. Wind stuff.
And there was a blackout right after. Although it only lasted a moment.
Which is when the things changed. I mean, someone was still alive there, right? Because they messed with the driving system.
Yeah. What was up with that blackout? Was there one on the other side of the tunnel too?
Was there?
No. When we exited the tunnel, there was shaking again, but no blackout. There was something else too. Something that happened when we were in the fourth car.
I wonder if that's a clue.
Blackout and shaking, there's another shaking on the... Okay.
And the next corpse was the little girl in the third car?
Yep.
Yeah, it was Poochie. Another burnt body. Just like the first 2 cars.
Oh yeah, wasn't there a secret base thing in the third car?
I noticed they're also, in Melamie and Poochie's, they're making specific notes of the fact that you can recognize the faces. Which, we already said it when we found Zange. So, they will be included in his as well. Not the case for Zilch.
You mean the backup control system? I remember something about that. The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system after 1 second.
Which would be the blackout.
You may have amnesia, but you've got a pretty good memory. Anything else you can remember?
Oh, what a face she's pulling there.
I did notice that the backup
Like a
control
Tenko
system was
face.
actually operating. And if the backup was on, that means the main system was down, right? What do you think about that?
Well, the train never stopped, so it doesn't change the fact that no one could get in or out, right?
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, I'm still trying to figure out the purpose of that, because that's not going to change the direction we're running, surely, right? But we do seem to end up back in the car we started with, right? With further damage to it? And presumably Zilch's body dragged out and dumped on the floor to convince us it's Aphex?
Next, you found the geezer's corpse in the fourth car, right? He was also covered in burns. Was there anything strange about that corpse?
He didn't have any external wounds, but he was holding the cell phone he uses for his photography ability.
Oh yeah, that useless ability. It's basically no better than a dash cam.
Oh, Shinigami. I mean, I'm sure you've already seen it, but,
Anyway,
you know.
forget about the geezer for now. Don't want that old man smell haunting my memories.
Hey. Come on. He was cool, alright?
Next and last is the fifth car. Come on, try to remember it.
The body we found in the fifth car was completely charred. It was impossible to tell who it was. But the necklace around the corpse's neck confirmed it was Aphex. We also discovered a stab wound to the chest. Also, judging by things like the plate on the wall, the fifth car appeared to be far more burnt than the other cars.
Maybe the room ended up like that because the victim was on fire and running around trying to put it out.
Yeah, maybe, but I feel like they would have been able to put it out if they were this active. I don't know, though.
Oh, and the blood on the interior lock of the 5th car's infirmary is an important clue, I think.
Uh-huh. So, I guess that does it for our review of the case?
I think
Wait,
so.
There was something else. After the train arrived at the station.
What, the fact that everyone just knew?
According to the
Stormed you?
peacekeepers' reports,
Oh,
they
this,
all
right.
burned to death. But that part seems off to me. And they also mentioned there was a knockout drug mixed into the drinks in the dining car.
Right, gotta note that down so we can link Bellamy to Yuma passing out for 2 hours.
Yeah, I think that's everything of note.
I thought we already got all the... Whatever.
What a big catch! This should be enough solution keys to solve it.
But I still don't know how to use them.
Master, you worry too much. I'm sure it'll turn out fine. Solution keys are important to solving mysteries. Yours truly is important too.
Yeah, thanks. A solution key is a manifestation of clues related to a case. You can acquire or update one by investigating the case and moving the
Sure
story
hope you
along.
got all that down.
Yeah, I sure do, Shinigami. Acquired solution keys can be viewed in the notebook menu. Try checking one if try checking one out if a mystery labyrinth becomes too difficult to solve. There's bound to be some useful information.
Shinigamis Tutorial Corner!
Oh, hello. Skills. Yeah, of course there are skills. Labyrinth skills are abilities that help you clear mystery labyrinths. Ooh. Acquire them by spending skill points, which you get when your detective rank
Hey, Master,
increases.
do you need a power-up?
Labyrinth skills can be checked and acquired in the ability section of the
Set
notebook
whichever
menu.
skills suit you best.
You can activate labyrinth skills by setting them, but it requires memory cost, so pay attention to how much you have left. Okay, it's pretty
To head off in search of the
standard.
truth. Let's solve this thing.
very Danganronpa.
Will things really turn out fine?
Yeah, they have to. Game progression wouldn't work if it didn't. Alright, well, I guess we'll figure that... I don't know, maybe we'll... I don't know if we'll hit the end of this part, or, well, chapter. And then we'll end it.
So, this is the mystery labyrinth. It sure looks creepy.
Oh, the problems of... doing blind Let's Plays.
Come on, pay attention.
In abilities, you can learn Master's status, as well as acquire and
You
set
better
labyrinth
not be
skills.
skimming over
Status,
this.
you can check Master's detective rank, detective points, and the effective skills
Hey,
on a
Master,
set.
do you need a power-up?
I feel like you've already told me
Whichever
this,
skills suit you
Shinigami.
best.
Skills. Great, okay. Well, I mean, I have to start with this. Increase stamina by 100. Okay. Yes. I don't see why not. In reasoning deathmatch sequences, shorten the assist ability's recovery time. Okay. In Shinigami puzzle sequences, remove one solution key, Shinigami will barf up. I mean, I might as well buy all of these, right? I have the SP for it. And I'm pretty sure I can equip them all, so... I might as well. Midsummer Night Feed? Okay. Sure, interesting name. Okay, it kind of seems like there's only two main thingies here. Shinigami Puzzle and the Deathmatch. Alright, well, that's great.
Hey, if we keep going, will we really get to the truth?
Come on, would I lie to you?
Well, I mean, so far you've been pretty good at not lying. but...
I told you the deepest part of the labyrinth holds the truth, right? So, let's go. I'm so horny for mysteries right now.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said it.
You're... what?
Better write this down.
Don't worry, Luma? Don't worry, Yuma. Just play the straight man to her antics. There are places in the Mystery Labyrinth where the path just goes on and on. You can't move on until the scene plays out, so keep following the path until it does. Okay. I mean, fancy as fuck. I've got to give it to it. The game looks so good, but I feel like that didn't have to be that long of a corridor.
Hey, did something move just now?
Oh, that's a cue.
Q? Is that a monster living in the Mystery Labyrinth?
They're not exactly monsters. Q are part of the Mystery Labyrinth itself. They're what materialize the mysteries. Q have no intelligence or autonomy. All they do is manifest the mysteries in the labyrinths. But since you are here to defeat mysteries, they're kinda like obstacles.
So in other words, they're the enemy.
Of course, as a detective seeking the truth, mysteries are your greatest enemy.
I mean, I guess, but is it also not the people who put those mysteries in place? Ah, whatever. Damn, this is a long corridor, Shinigami. Can we just, like... find something?
What is that?
Are these the cues? Like, questions! Oh, hello, you. It's... Swank! Is that his name? I know he had a weird name, but I've kind of always forgotten it.
There are monsters here!
That's a mystery phantom.
A mystery phantom? What's that?
Oh, it's one of those!
I told you that cues make mysteries materialize, right? Well, if there's someone in the real world trying to interfere with the case, that person also materializes. That's a mystery phantom.
Interfering with the case? Hey, doesn't he kind of look like Swank of the Peacekeepers?
Yeah, a little bit!
If the Peacekeepers are tied up in this, then maybe this incident has something to do with Amaterasu Corporation.
I mean, they definitely knew we were coming. Not just because obviously they knew we were coming. They're like, they knew to have the police, quote unquote, ready to intercept us, so...
You're the culprit.
Huh?
Pretty nice effect there, with his portrait on either side of the screen. A little bit of colorful distortion. The game's look is immaculate. I gotta hand it to it there.
Since all the other passengers on the train are dead, you're the only one who could have done the crime. So you're the culprit. That's the truth behind this case.
Master, he's trying to frame you to bury the case. If you can't get past this, you can't reach the truth.
No!
What do I do? Should I just run away?
A detective doesn't run from a mystery. You gotta defeat him.
I didn't get you skills for you to run away, Yuma.
Defeat him?
Stand strong.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I might as well, I guess. I mean, 4, quote-unquote, other people are dead, so... Wait, no, it's 5 other people are dead. 4 is what I'm assuming. So, yeah, 5.
Just say,
moving on.
I am.
I am!
Yo, we gotta power up. Oh, no, well, I guess. We're not quite in the way I thought we would. Oh, okay. That's not what I didn't think that's what we were gonna do. Okay, I mean, much stranger than what I thought we were gonna do.
What?
I'm here for it. I thought he was gonna pull out from her boobs. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, weird, cool, kind of cool. I've also never felt more like a 4-year-old standing next to someone.
I call it
Why are
the
you so much bigger than I am?
Solution Blade. It's a sword with special powers to affect things inside the Mystery Labyrinth. Use that to boom kill the Mystery Phantom. Let's do this.
You also really like saying boom kill. Like, what does that mean?
Well, yeah, it's just more interesting than saying kill, you know? Adds a bit of spice, bit of explosion. Pew 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 pew. Boom boom.
Yeah, I guess.
Whoa, slow down. How do I use this?
I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. Anyway,
Thanks,
damage you take here
Shinigami.
is nothing to sniff at. It's not like an injury in the real world, but still.
So you have the time to do a little waltz with us, but don't have to explain how the sword we pulled out of your mouth works.
The more and more your mind realizes you've been hurt here. Oh boy.
Oh, I see. It's like the thing in V3 Case 4. I gotcha.
You'll
I gotcha.
wind up brain dead. It'll be game over. Time to start from the beginning again. No one wants that, so you better be super careful.
Do you mean that in a meta way, or in a there's gonna be some time travel shenanigans in this game kind of way? I feel like probably a meta way, but still.
Come on, pay attention.
Don't say things like that to me, Shinigami. Traps and obstacles lie in wait inside the Mystery Labyrinth. Make a mistake while facing them, Master's stamina will decrease. It's game over when the stamina runs out, so be careful as you uncover the truth. Okay, actually, I was gonna say I'm ready. I'm not sure I am ready. I don't really know what's gonna happen here, but I guess I'm gonna get to learn with Yuma.
I'll tell you.
Okay, during the reasoning deathmatch, audio, a mystery phantom will attack Master while making statements about the case.
Dodge.
Getting hit by a statement means taking damage, so move up, down, left, and right to avoid it. Track it carefully and dodge.
Come on, pay
Oh, well, heck.
attention.
This is great. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter lately, so I'm actually still pretty bad, but okay. If you dodge a statement at the very last second, it becomes a daring dodge. The more daring dodges you make, the bigger the bonus you'll get later. So give it a shot if you got the guts. The bonus for successful daring dodges is based on the max amount you can dodge in one cycle. Basically, there's a cap on how much you
Don't
can
let
get.
any shady statement slip by.
Inflammable statements give you a chance to counterattack. Statements might contain a contradiction. Slash through it with the solution blade and fight back against the phantoms.
Master doesn't make mistakes, right? Right.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. To expose a contradiction, you gotta pick the right solution key. The key is already set in the solution blade this time, so find the contradictory inflammable statement and slash it.
Slash those suspicious statements.
If you slash a statement containing a contradiction with the right solution key, you'll destroy it and damage the mystery phantom. Picking the wrong solution key or missing the timing means taking damage. It's just some friendly advice from yours truly. Okay, very Danganronpa, very Danganronpa. Okay. Okay, coffee and dining car.
No need to draw this out. You're the culprit behind this case. You murdered 5 bastard detectives. That's the only explanation.
Okay, the timing on that one's pretty generous.
Everyone else is dead. You're the only one who could have done the crime.
I guess that's it, but
What do I do?
he's treating me like I'm the culprit. What should I do?
Master.
You have to prove you're not, Master. Look for a clue in the solution keys.
Something that proves I'm not the culprit.
No need to
That's
draw
alright,
this
we already
out.
got it in.
You're the culprit
check
behind
that.
this case.
Trying to get it right, but yeah, very generous for the perfect
Bastard
dodge there.
detectives. That's the only explanation. Everyone else is dead.
Or are they?
One who could have done the crime.
Do I have to get the timing right on this, or can I just do whatever?
Slash through this mystery.
Yeah, there we go. That's the Danganronpa cut-in I was looking for.
No, there's no way I could have done it. I wasn't conscious the whole time because I drank the drugged coffee in the dining car.
And I can prove it with this photo.
It's no use. Your
All right, Silver the
deduction
Hedgehog.
is wrong.
Master, it's time for the solution key.
Looks like there are more solution keys to choose from. The number of keys will change between RDMs. Use the correct key and slash through the contradiction in the inflammable statement. Switch with ZL. Okay.
You better not be skimming over this.
I already mentioned this, but attacking the wrong solution key means taking damage, so be careful. Okay. Testimonies. It's photography. I know this.
The whole time. Ridiculous. You're the culprit.
Okay.
You knew it was drugged. That's how you avoided being knocked out. Woo. The other detectives were drugged.
Yoink.
You went around killing them all.
God, I thought I was gonna get hit by that one.
Took the laced coffee and only pretended to drink it.
Incorrect. Yeah, okay, I can hit that at any time.
Zange's photography footage showed me drinking the coffee.
Very
That
convenient that he
proves I
managed to
wasn't
see that
faking anything.
and recorded it down. And to think Aphex was making fun of him for it. Tut tut tut.
Did I defeat it?
See?
For now, at least.
No matter how weak you are, things will turn out fine, as long as I'm here.
You actually did provide me with the sword in the tutorials, but I mean, you didn't really do much in the actual situation, Shinigami. You didn't even try and back me up.
Frame me as the culprit.
Guess that's what Amaterasu Corp is doing. They want to set you up and call it a day. That's why the Peacekeepers barged in as soon as the train hit the station. They probably planned this.
I'm glad you're on the same wavelength as me,
What was going to
Shinigami.
happen? Then the culprit works for Amaterasu?
Potentially.
Or someone hired by them. Either
Yeah,
way,
all
the
that.
Peacekeepers want to hide who did it.
So the reason Control Headquarters didn't respond to the emergency calls was because of Amaterasu.
Presumably, yeah.
Probably. Now that we know what they're aiming for, we're one step closer to the truth. Let's keep this up and unriddle this mystery labyrinth so we can get to the truth.
You know, this track is also very Danganronpa 2, isn't it? Very, Twilight Syndrome murder case. Oops, syndrome. Whatever. I've forgotten what it's called.
You're awfully casual about this. My life is at stake here.
Well, you know. Just Death God things, am I
I
right?
understand now that the mystery labyrinth is the case's mysteries given shape. But what do you do here, Shinigami?
You look cute.
I'm the one and only cutie that can directly interact with the mystery labyrinth. The progress you've made in the mystery labyrinth and solving those mysteries here, it's all thanks to me.
I guess
How
so.
are you able to do this?
I don't know what to tell you. I've always been able to do this, so I forgot how. More importantly,
Fair enough.
got drugged and knocked out. You are so pitiful, Master.
Well, why didn't you help me?
No wonder you're waddling around like a toddler.
Hey!
I thought I was dizzy because I've got this weird ghost thing haunting me.
Huh? Making a pact with me won't make you dizzy.
Well, I didn't know
It
that.
just reduces your lifespan by a lot.
Oh, just don't tell me that.
You're kidding, right?
Right?
Anyway, who do you think is the culprit, Master? You have any guesses?
I got a couple.
If the drinks were drugged in the dining car, the culprit must have been on the train before anyone else.
Oh, So then all you have to do is ask around and figure out what order everyone got on board. Oh, wait a minute. You can't, because they're all dead!
That also wouldn't necessarily work. They don't have to be the first person on board.
You aren't taking this very seriously, are you?
No, she is not. We have noticed, Yuma. Oh, yikes. You know, I feel like these little running segments here did not need to be this long. Though I do appreciate that they gave you dialogue here as well.
This place. Whoa.
Funky.
The path is forked in two. Which way should I go?
This fork in the path is also a materialized mystery, so you should know which way to go if you solve it. First, let's clarify what mystery this is exactly.
Uh-huh? How do you do that?
Like this.
What the fuck are you holding? Is that a Reaper scythe? Oh, yeah, it sure is. Damn it, I've been lethality.
Blood!
Quit overreacting, Master. This is a mystery labyrinth. It's fine.
You told me that if I take physical damage, I'm gonna, like, die in the real world, Shinigami.
Anyway, take a look. I used the blood of the Truth Seeker as a conduit to expose the mystery blocking the path.
Is that a question?
Sure is.
That's the
You
mystery
don't see the question
standing in
mark?
your way. You just need to pick the right path and head on through.
6 on the train. It must mean the 6 master detectives, including me, right? If I don't think the culprit is among the 6 on the train, then I should take the right path, which says no. But if I think the culprit is one of the 6 on board, I need to take the left path that says yes. Which is it?
We're still leaning towards yes.
There's only one truth.
Questions relating to the case are asked in different forms inside the Mystery Labyrinth. Choose the correct answers, and take me to the truth. Do you have something to say, Shinigami?
Was the culprit among the 6 people or not?
Master,
Pick the door you think is right. Time to see if your deductions are up to snuff, Master.
Well, I'm still thinking yes. I've got to continue.
so you think the culprit is one of the 6 on the train, right?
I mean, it has to be, no? It's hard to prove that, but I think so.
Okay, let's go.
Now, how quick am I going to figure out if I'm right or wrong?
Can I go through now?
Oh, you got it right? Not bad at all, Master.
Thank you, Shinigami.
Something happened! Why? Did I make the wrong choice?
Nah, he's just trying to obstruct the truth.
It's trying to bury the truth again. Go get him, Master.
Ah, come on, Tubby. Let's go. Let's brawl. I've got a sword with your name on it. Kind of. Yeah. Like your statements, but still. Okay, what do I got this time? Testimonies of 2 detectives. Matt. I feel like it's going to be the testimonies.
Other than the 6 on the train, you must have had an accomplice.
Incorrect.
It's the truth! Two master detectives used their abilities to prove that only 6 people were on the train. If it was only one person, they could have been lying or an imposter. But 2 of them means there can be no mistake.
Unless there was an accomplices thing going on, which I don't necessarily... If there is, I don't think it was old Pikmin and Aphex. That's for sure.
Your reasoning is completely off.
Thanks, man. You continue to scream at me. Peacekeeper death report, operation.
What
wrong.
good does that testimony even do?
Probably the operation.
Wasn't
wrong,
there
right?
when those two checked.
Yeah, it's gonna be you start or something, right? Yeah. Literally impossible.
So what if the windows don't open? While everyone doubt, you secretly stopped the train and let your partner pull.
I'll slash through this mystery.
Wrong.
Backup control room's operation log showed that the train never stopped. And the doors won't open unless the train stops. So it's impossible for someone to have gotten on during the trip.
Damn.
Get out of here, Tubby. Right, so I mean, we're still kind of wading through the bits that I already figured out at this point.
Looks like you're getting the hang of this, Master. You've learned to ruthlessly cut down any who stand in your way.
Well, it's only been one person, Shinigami, but
Make it
thanks.
sound like I'm the bad guy here. Hey, I was wondering, if the Mystery Labyrinth is trying to block people from seeking the truth, wouldn't it reject my answers, even if they're right?
That's a good point, actually.
Or maybe the questions themselves could be lies.
Well, maybe it's not that they're trying to block you so much.
No chance. A mystery labyrinth has no self-will. It can't lie or create things not based on the real-world mystery.
Yeah, I mean, it's a labyrinth after all, right?
This place is a direct manifestation of a mystery. You can always progress as long as you keep solving it. In that sense, the labyrinth is fair. It won't cheat you.
I see. That's a relief.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle.
By the way,
In a video game.
without the culprit being one of the 6 of you, how could the culprit commit the crime when all the other passengers besides you were dead?
They weren't. Pretty simply. Just gotta turn your thinking around. Phoenix Wright style, baby. Right, well, that's a funky door. What we got? Oh, hello? Damn, Shinigami,
Another
you're on
fork in
TV.
the road.
This is how we reach the truth. It reflects how problems are really solved, doesn't it?
I guess?
Well, I don't know if I've ever actually solved a mystery on my own. I don't remember it all.
Doesn't matter. You just need to solve the mystery in front of us.
Oh, I'm dead again. Everyone was dead, so how did the culprit pull it off? Commit suicide after the crime.
This time, yours truly is gonna help think it through.
Well, I mean, it's gotta be like... Well, it doesn't really seem like either of these, right? I feel like played dead is the right one, but...
You just leave all the heavy lifting to your lovely Mystery Labyrinth guide.
Really? That'd be a big help.
Come on.
I'm still thinking here, don't choose yet.
I guess I'll think about the opposite door. Okay.
Oh, I got it. Master, leave this to me. This has to be the right answer. Follow me.
Hey, wait!
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a new portrait.
The culprit just played dead. Because if they did commit suicide after the crime, they'd be dead right now. And that's no fun at all.
Sure.
That's your reasoning? Wait, what's this chain?
It's kinky, right?
I told you we share mind and body. The chain is proof of that. Our relationship can never be broken apart.
That's terrible!
Well, I mean, it's not that big a deal, right? Like, as long as you're the one in the lead, I suppose.
Please, you should consider yourself lucky you're being haunted by a cutie like me.
I mean, I'm sure there are worse spirits. And you are especially helpful in this hyper-specific scenario, which is probably why Yuma summoned you in the first place, but... I know, you're pretty obnoxious at the same time. In a lovable way,
I'm so
but
tired.
pretty obnoxious.
I pulled you up here, so you can walk the rest of the way yourself.
You fly! How it... whatever.
Didn't ask you to do that.
Could have figured that out anyway. Already knew the answer.
So you think this path will lead toward the truth, right?
No idea. This is a labyrinth. It's pretty common to encounter dead ends.
Why are you lagging? Shinigami, keep up!
Whoa, watch out!
You see? What did I tell you? Dead end.
Don't sound so proud of yourself. You chose this path, Shinigami.
If it's a dead end, maybe the culprit wasn't just playing dead.
I searched all 5 bodies, and they were, without a doubt, dead.
Oh, so the answer isn't play dead. Let's turn back.
Yeah, I don't think it's
You
suicide
changed your mind
either,
already?
though. I mean, there's no evidence that it was suicide, which is kind of like the immediate problem with like a logic game, but...
Exploring all possibilities is an important part of beating a mystery labyrinth.
Oh, you didn't say that at the last door.
I'm so awesome.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Now, where's the chain this time, huh, Shinigami?
By the way, I did say I can guide you through the mystery labyrinth. But I'm not that good at solving mysteries.
I'm kind of an idiot.
You could have said that a little earlier.
I just want to help. I like when you rely on me, Master.
When have I done that at all, except, like, when we were dancing, like, 20 minutes ago?
Anyway, what's going on in the real world while we're in the mystery labyrinth?
Time has stopped on the other side. We're sort of set apart from the normal flow of time while we're here.
You know, God perks and all.
In other words, you're still surrounded by peacekeepers.
So if we return without solving the mystery, we'll just be captured.
As a result, this murder case will remain unsolved and linger in people's memories as a serious crime. Naturally, this
Or
mystery
never be exposed to the
labyrinth will
public at
also
all.
survive. And that creates an even bigger problem.
Which is?
Leaving a case unsolved means that it will go down in history that way.
Are we gonna... Is the final case of this that we're gonna find this really big, old mystery labyrinth and we're gonna crack it? Is that the direction we're going?
The more bizarre a mystery is, the more it attracts people's interest. And the more people rack their brains about that mystery, the bigger the mystery labyrinth gets.
Yeah, and then they start making true crime content on the internet. It's a massive cycle, because it gets more people involved, and then there are people in some communities that play, like, Reddit detectives. So I guess on Reddit, but, yeah, you know. You're not one of them, Master, right? You're actually doing things.
I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah, of course you don't. You're like 12.
Eventually,
No, I promise
the
I'm
mystery
not.
labyrinth would gain enough power to start affecting the real world. It would implant insidious ideas into people's minds, creating more murderers, and in turn, new mystery labyrinths.
Yeah, you know, actually, the true crime thing can do that, yes.
Labyrinths can create endless cycles. That's why it's best to cut it off as soon as possible.
It sounds way more daunting than I thought.
Speaking of daunting, these are way bigger than I thought they were gonna be. The Mindscape stuff. I really didn't think they would be this big.
We're finally back.
Could be a little short and snappier. I kind of like this though. At least as a tutorial. We'll have to see how it goes later on in the game. But yeah, I kind of like these. Does make things awkward for timing though. 'Cause I don't know how long they're gonna be.
The other route is commit suicide after the crime. There's no other option, so it has to be the right answer.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
Let's solve this thing!
You should already know the answer. Now get to it.
Yeah, I mean, you saw me ... I don't know if I fully buy this.
careful. But to commit suicide after the crime would mean... After killing the other 4, the culprit killed themselves, right? Is that really the right answer?
Yeah, I don't know if I buy
Mystery
it.
Labyrinth's roots represent logical deduction. If there's only one route, then it's the only possibility.
Well, what if we just haven't found the
I think the
door?
only option left is the culprit off themselves. We just need to find that suicidal pest.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely points fingers a little harder at Melanie, alright? Since she was the only one not found dead in bed. But, yeah.
What's going on here?
Kinda looks like another dead end to me.
This is part of the mystery materializing. You just
Or
need
not.
to solve it. Come on, Master! Concentrate!
You have really powerful kicks, by the way.
Come on, concentrate, concentrate!
Okay, who was the last person to die during this incident? The culprit. Shinigami.
If the culprit committed suicide after the crime, then the last person that died should be the culprit.
Right, because they wouldn't be able to kill someone else if they off themselves already. Nice work!
Yeah, it really took a bit of mental gymnastics to reach that conclusion.
Come on, let's try again!
Okay, who set fire to the dead culprit? Themselves.
Of course, the person who started the fires must be the culprit.
Because I did not think this is how this was gonna go, but apparently this is right. They killed
Well,
themselves.
body burned to death, so the culprit who died last totally burned themselves.
It was some kind of crazy suicide mission.
Come on, let's try again!
Okay, who was the last person to be burned to death? Aphex, I guess is what we're going with?
We're gonna crash!
Okay, no. So, oh no, that would make no, obviously. Well, I say obviously. Zilch would be the last one because we actually like saw him get burnt to death, right? Yeah, okay. That's okay, fair enough.
Burned the other 4, then set themselves on fire. Is Zilch!
Bingo! You did it, Master!
Oh, actually, that does make sense, huh? Now that I'm thinking about it that way, because if he killed them all, he killed Aphex by like stabbing him in the chest or the heart or whatever. And then he could recreate that, because if he was intending to kill himself, then he could just recreate that scene. Ah, okay. That actually makes sense, thinking about it like that. Okay.
But you know, setting aside the idea that the culprit was the last to die, why would it be Detective Four Eyes? Didn't we discover his body first?
True, but that doesn't mean he died first.
According to the peacekeepers, the victims
Obviously.
all burned to death, right? But when we first found Zilch in Car 1, he wasn't burnt yet. If that's the case, that means he must have burned to death after that. Although, everyone else we found after him had already died from burns.
Alright. So if they all burned to death, then the last one who died could be Detective Four Eyes.
I think the culprit killed everyone in the opposite order of how we found their corpses.
That would make sense, yeah.
Starting from Car 5, he killed them in order one by one, then set himself on fire in Car 1.
So Detective Four Eyes is without a doubt the culprit, but he committed suicide, huh?
Yeah, I did not anticipate this being the direction we're going in here. But that does actually logically track. And I mean, I guess he was kind of suspicious without like leading he was being. And I know I said it at the time, but he was very suspicious in that sense. And I think Aphex, you know, fairly intelligent guy. I'm sure he to some degree, could see that, right? I mean, he also called him out on it, and he would definitely be the one to confront Zilch about it, which could have led to all of this. So yeah, poor fucking dude. That really would have sucked if I'd uploaded this on his birthday. I mean, he's still fucking dead regardless, but... Yikes. Ouch.
It worked?
See, I told you it would be fine. I'm such a terrific guide.
Yeah.
Oh, goal. Okay, we're at the end.
Is that the end of it?
I guess that's everything. Seems easier than I thought.
Yeah, it was a little too simple.
What's wrong, Master?
I'm wondering if that's really all that happened. Something about this seems off.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the fact that we haven't used a bunch of evidence yet.
It does? You think so?
Oh, man!
Ah! What's going on?
Why do you like killing me so much?
The conclusion? Is this the truth behind the case?
There's only one door. No other options. Maybe this really is the end. Kind of a simple conclusion despite 5 people dying. Well, I hope this was a helpful tutorial for you, Master.
Wait. Mystery labyrinths contain all the mysteries of the real-world case, including things like misdirection, right?
Yeah, they might not lie to us, but they should have like all the possible conclusions, right? And it is there for Zilch to have done it in the way we just discussed. I'm also struggling to fully buy it, but yeah.
Which means this could be an attempt by the culprit to mislead us.
So, you don't think this is the truth? What makes you say that?
Well, for starters, you said yourself you're really bad at this and you think this is the right answer, so that probably means you're wrong.
I'm not sure, but I have a feeling the case isn't closed yet.
If so, then this door could be a fake.
How can we tell?
If you think it's fake, why not try breaking it? It'll be bad news if you're wrong, though.
Oh, thanks, Shinigami. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
And I won't tell you exactly what will happen. I don't want to affect your judgment.
Thanks.
You've already affected my judgment. I guess the only way to find out is to destroy it. How do I do that?
Well, I think we're about to decide. I mean, demolish the door, I guess.
So it was fake! It was the culprit trying to throw us off the trail!
Just swing the sword, I guess.
You should have just quit while you were ahead.
It's rare for a fake exit to appear. This mystery labyrinth is way tougher than I thought.
How many of these do you do exactly, Shinigami? Especially if you're bad at them.
Master, don't let your guard down.
Make
I
sure you
won't.
drop your money before you drop dead. I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
Hey, don't reuse your lines, man. It wasn't really cool the first time. Definitely wasn't cool that time either. Okay then. So I guess that kind of rules Zilch out, right? Or at least doing it in the way that we just described.
I wonder if Master can
Okay,
even
Mystery Phantom
make
sometimes
snap
throw out
judgments.
no. Pink too. No, alright, I see you, I see you. These will obstruct your vision and get in the way, so use Master's Solution Blade to cut them down.
I'm gonna remember
The more noise destroyed, the bigger the bonus you'll get later, so when it pops out in front of you, be aggressive and
Sure
attack.
hope you got all that down.
The bonus for destroying noise is based on the max amount you destroy in one cycle. Basically, there's a cap on how much you can get. The bonus that's not a new page. Okay, Knife and Corpse, Mellamy's Corpse.
The
I
culprit
feel like the
must
knife
be
is the one I want to
Zilch.
go for here.
The reason is obvious. Zilch is the only one who could have done the crime. He burned the 4 passed out victims, then set himself on fire, and died from immolation.
that.
This is the truth.
Because he could have also died from the knife in his chest.
No. Now that I think about it, Zilch's suicide by fire doesn't make sense.
Because, like, it could still be the way around that I said it, right? In some way. The corpse we found that we assume is Aphex's is actually Zilch's. Because of the stab wound.
Because when I saw Zilch through the window, there was a knife in his chest. If he burned himself, then why would there be a knife stuck there?
I don't know, so he doesn't have to go through the horror of burning alive.
You little brat. Fine. I'll answer you.
Okay, bloodstains on interior lock, coffee and dining car. It's gotta be the bloodstains,
Knife
right?
stuck in the body. Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out. Stabbed himself.
Oh, okay, I was gonna be like, yeah, how do I get the noise up top?
Set himself on fire. Dying by fire.
Shit, I tried to
ain't the way to go.
I guess I was a little too slow.
There we go. It has to be Zilch. He committed suicide by self-immolation.
Okay.
So he stabbed himself with a knife because there was no other way to knock himself out?
That's true.
No, he wouldn't have had to go through all that just to pass out.
Yeah, okay, well, I wasn't really paying attention to the thing, I'm not gonna lie, I was too busy doing that. But okay.
Stuck in the body.
Okay.
Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out.
I'll slash through this mystery.
Boom.
His plan was to fall unconscious. He would have used the drugged coffee in the dining car. That's a much easier way to pass out.
Dead or alive? Very interesting question. Posed by the LED screens at the back there.
I see. So they're trying to mislead you about the cause of death for Detective Four Eyes.
Right. The Peacekeeper said all the detectives burned to death. But Zilch's corpse in the first car is different. To me, it looked more like he was stabbed to death.
So the Peacekeeper's report was a lie? But they have no reason to do that.
Unless, of course, this is a scheme of
If
theirs.
they wanted to set you up as the culprit, they'd be raising questions by fabricating reports.
Yeah, you're right. They all must have died by fire, after all.
Oh, no, no, right, that's what we're going with. Because we still haven't got to the point where it's like, well, one of them has to be alive, right?
And for some reason, only Zilch appeared to have been stabbed to death. I get it. So that's what was bothering me. But no matter how hard I think about it, I can't seem to figure out what happened next.
Huh? Why's that?
I don't have enough clues about Zilch in the first car. I should have investigated it more after discovering the body, but I was too preoccupied with calling for help.
Yeah, and then we have to go see everyone else's corpses, you know.
So we're stuck right here. I don't see any other routes to break through this mystery. I don't even know what mystery we gotta solve right now. But I do know there can't be a labyrinth without a goal. The truth is always behind a mystery.
I guess we just have to go back then, right?
You wish you had investigated more, right? So, you think you'd have the answer if you'd done that?
Huh? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, fine. My secret weapon is so draining, I try to avoid using it as much as possible.
Yeah.
But I just love it when you rely on me, Master.
Yeah, you said that earlier. What are you gonna do?
Oh man, she's
I
walking.
have a bad feeling about this. What are you trying to do?
You're gonna punch the fuck out of me, aren't you?
This is all for you, Master. Ready, Master?
Wait!
Wow, punched so hard a mailbox flew out of his head. A mailbox containing his memory of the scene, I suppose.
What's going on?
I like that they animated the little ducks on around his head.
I'm
That's cute.
extracting your memory and materializing it inside the mystery labyrinth. This is my super cute special weapon. See?
I wouldn't really
if
call
you
it cute,
investigate
but
here,
alright.
You might make some new discoveries.
Oh, the shock from all this is making my head spin.
You don't have any time to waste, Master. This was pumped out of that slow brain of yours, so don't assume it'll stick around for long.
What? Slow? Excuse you.
You have until the pain in your head clears up. Now hurry and investigate.
Oh, am I gonna be staggering around? Great.
Got it. I'll hurry.
Oh. Crime scene recreation. Okay, well. Now seems like a pretty perfect time for us to pause. Yeah, very unfortunate timing-wise for this series, I think, because now you're gonna have to wait until fucking next Tuesday. But, I mean, I'm sure most of you who are watching this already know what happened, right? So, you know, it's not like you're gonna be in that much suspense, but yeah, very, very interesting, though. I mean, I'm gonna continue playing, obviously. I said at the start of this we're batch recording, but yeah, we can't go too long. This is already way too close to 2 hours long, but hey, that'll tide you over for like the 4 days where we don't have an episode, right? Yeah, that's how we're justifying this. But yeah, very interesting. Clearly this did happen. And I was huffing some copium at the start of this episode, I guess. But I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna pan out yet. I don't know how much of it, just in my initial thoughts, I ended up getting right. Shrugs shoulders. But yeah, we're not gonna hold us up much longer. We'll just get right to the outro then, though. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next time, where we will, I assume, solve this mystery. But until then, you know, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.